शेर खुदा दामाद पैगंबर हैदर 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 शेर खुदा दामाद पैगंबर हैदर 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 शाफ़े महशर साक़ी कौसर हैदर 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 शेर खुदा दामाद पैगंबर हैदर 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 बोलना मैंने जब सीखा था माँ ने मेरी ये मुझसे कहा था बोलना मैंने जब सीखा था माँ ने मेरी ये मुझसे कहा था बोलो बेटा जान लगा कर हैदर 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 मेरी वसीयत याद ये रखना कब्र के बाहर तुम सब कहना मेरी वसीयत याद ये रखना कब्र के बाहर तुम सब कहना खुद मैं कहूँगा कब्र के अंदर हैदर 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 वाकिफ थे आदाब विला से कलमा अधूरा कैसे पढ़ते वाकिफ थे आदाब विला से कलमा अधूरा कैसे पढ़ते दस्त नबी पर बोले कंकर हैदर 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 जिक्र अली पर पाबंदी थी लेकिन ज़ैनब ऐसे बोली जिक्र अली पर पाबंदी थी लेकिन ज़ैनब ऐसे बोली गूंज उठा दरबार के अंदर हैदर 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 सलाम
हर ज़माना मेरे हुसैन का है हर ज़माना मेरे हुसैन का है हर ज़माना मेरे हुसैन का है हर जान मांगो मैं दिल नहीं दूंगा, जान मांगो मैं दिल नहीं दूंगा, दिल ठिकाना मेरे हुसैन का है, हर जमाना मेरे हुसैन का है, हर जमाना मेरे हुसैन का है, हर जुगाबा है तुम न समझोगे, ये जुगाबा है तुम न समझोगे, ये घराना मेरे हुसैन का है, हर जमाना मेरे हुसैन का है, हर जमाना मेरे हुसैन का है, हर जमाना मेरे हुसैन का है। कोई पूछे ये दौर कैसा का है, कोई पूछे ये दौर कैसा का है, दौर पुराना मेरे हुसैन का है, हर जमाना मेरे हुसैन का है, हर जमाना मेरे हुसैन का है। सलवात। मौला मोहम्मद, 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 आका आका या शाह मदीना, वल्लाह वल्लाह मनम आशिक शेदा, मनम आशिक शेदा, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, अल्लाह के महबूब है, प्यारे है मोहम्मद, कौनैन के आंखों के सितारे है मोहम्मद, ये नाज है हमको के हमारे है मोहम्मद, ये नाज है हमको के हमारे है मोहम्मद, नबी अल्लाह हबीब अल्लाह रहमतुल्लाह रसूल अल्लाह, आका नबी हमारे सल्ली अला सहारे, सारा जहां पुकारे, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, सरकार ने बंदों को खुदा से है मिलाया, इंसान का जीने का सलीका है सिखाया, दिल दिल से मिलाया है गले सबको लगाया, दिल दिल से मिलाया है गले सबको लगाया, अल्लाह अल्लाह शाह वाला नहीं देखा आप जैसा, आका नबी हमारे सल्ली अला सहारे, सारा जहां पुकारे, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद। सरकार के जो इश्क में सरशार हुआ है, सरशार हुआ है, सरकार के जो इश्क में सरशार हुआ है, हसनैन के नाना से जैसे प्यार हुआ है, जो इनके घराने का वफादार हुआ है, रोज़ाए नबी का जैसे दीदार हुआ है, हर हाल में जन्नत का वो हकदार हुआ है, हर हाल में जन्नत का वो हकदार हुआ है। ये अकीदा, ये भरोसा, ये वजीफा है हमारा, आका नबी हमारे सल्ली अला सहारे, सारा जहां पुकारे मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद, मौला मोहम्मद। आका आका या शाह मदीना, वल्लाह वल्लाह मनम आशिक शेदा, मनम आशिक शेदा। चलो
حتى يتبين هذا الاونلاين
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. القصيدة في ذكرى ولادة الإمام الباقر عليه السلام. صل على محمد. من باطن العرش الشريف الطاهري نور تجلى يا له من مبهري، طهر من الأطهار تلك صفاتهم، وصفاتهم قرآن فيه السور. قد كان في العرش العظيم ونوره حتى بدا للعالمين بأنور. إن العلوم بصدره أسرارها فاضت وكان مسيرها بالكوثر. صلوا إذا وصل المقام لذكره، صلوا جميعا في قدوم الباقر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. صوت إذا نطق البيان عرفته، صوت إذا نطق البيان عرفته، مسترسلا من خير خلق البشر. طهر إمام الساجدين أبا له، من نسل خير العالمين بناظري. يروي الحديث عن النبي طلاقة وكأنه ذاك الهمام الحيدري. أرأيت جابر كيف يجلس عنده مستأنسا وممجدا بالباقر. أعد الصلاة وذكرها بالمولد، حيث الصلاة على الرسول الطاهر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. وبآله الغر الكرام توجهي، خير الأنام شفاعة في المحشر. إني أوالي الطاهرين مشايعا في هل أتى فاحفظها عند الصغر. يا خير من أما الحجيج على الثرى وقد ارتدى نورا مع الأزر. إني بعثت والكرام أحبتي، أزكى التحايا يا سماء فكبري. الله أكبر هذا يوم إمامنا، الله أكبر يا سماء فأنوري. الله أكبر والإمامة منهجا، الله أكبر فالموالي جعفري. رضع الإمامة يوم كان بمهده، لا لن يوالي غيرهم بالأثر. ولذكرهم تجب الصلاة مجددا، في خير أنوار سعوا للمشعر. خير الخلائق إن أردت حياتهم، فالزم طريقا معبدا بالدرر. صلوا عليهم والصلاة تمامها، في ذكر خير الطاهرين وأطهر. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله عليكم. الله يسلمكم.
और मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद सलवात। 4 मिसरे इमाम बाक़िर की शान में क़सीदा है। आज नायब सैयद सज्जाद का पैदा हुआ, हजरत बाक़िर शह हर दो सरा पैदा हुआ। सल्लल्लाहु अला मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद, ला सल्ली अला मोहम्मद वाले। आज नायब सैयद सज्जाद का पैदा हुआ, हजरत बाक़िर शहीद हर दो सरा पैदा हुआ। खुल्द में है शाद बेहद अहमद मुख्तारियात, पांचवा मसनद नशीने मुस्तफ़ा पैदा हुआ। सल्ले अला मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद। पांचवा मसनद नशीने मुस्तफ़ा पैदा हुआ। आज नायब सैयद सज्जाद का पैदा हुआ। दे रहे हैं तहनियत सब हजरत शब्बीर को, आज पोता चांद सा शब्बीर का पैदा हुआ। आज पोता चांद सा शब्बीर का पैदा हुआ। आज नायब सैयद सज्जाद का पैदा हुआ। ज़ैनब व कुलसूम खुश है शाद है अब्बास भी, आज फजले हक से पोता चांद सा पैदा हुआ। आज फजले हक से पोता चांद सा पैदा हुआ। आज नायब सैयद सज्जाद का पैदा हुआ। शाद है हुर्र मलक मसरूर है सब इंसुजीन, हादिए दी शाफ़े रोज़े जज़ा पैदा हुआ। हादिए दी शाफ़े रोज़े जज़ा पैदा हुआ। आज नायब सैयद सज्जाद का पैदा हुआ। हाज़रीन जश्न का बराए यार मुद्दवा, सदका इस मौलूद का जो मैलखा पैदा हुआ। सदका इस मौलूद का जो मैलखा पैदा हुआ। आज नायब सैयद सज्जाद का पैदा हुआ। पर मोहम्मद वाले मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। إلى قيام يوم الدين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلوات على محمد وعلى محمد. I begin in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His continuous mercy and continuous blessings. And Alhamdulillah, this is the beginning of the year from the Georgian calendar, and also we are entering into the sacred month of Rajab. And all of us, whether we like it or not, we do have New Year resolutions. A lot of us have weight loss as our New Year resolution, that this New Year is starting, so I'm going to diet. Some of us have New Year resolution of going to gym. Some of us have New Year resolution to complete a certification so we can upskill ourselves, so we can further proceed in our careers. But for our spirituality, what kind of New Year resolution do we have? If we want, then the holy month of Rajab is giving us that opportunity, that we can spiritually enhance ourselves and our iman in such a way that we can rise to another level of iman. From get-go, if we try and if we set ourselves up for that goal, then inshallah, with the help of Allah, we can achieve that. Now, talking about the month of Rajab itself, month of Rajab, Shaban and Ramazan, these are the three sacred months. And at inception, at the beginning of this sacred season of enhancing our spirituality, Rajab plays a very, very important role. And there are amal, we try to perform some of those. There are daily amal. It is a reflection and a preparation for the holy month of Ramadan. We start from now onwards. We don't start Ramadan on the night of Ramadan figuring it out whether we saw the moon or not, whether the moon was sighted or not. We don't. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
And then we are pressurizing, calling Maulanas and asking, is it today or is it tomorrow? It doesn't really matter. Those who fast, they start fasting from the month of Rajab. They are not waiting for the confirmation of the sighting of the moon. So my dear brothers and sisters, while we enter into this 2025, we are also entering into the holy month of Rajab. And we are beginning the month of Rajab by commemorating the birth of our fifth Imam, whose title is Baqarul Ulum, the opener of knowledge, the one who can simplify knowledge so that it is accessible to us. And if we have knowledge, knowledge is a prerequisite to getting closer to Allah, to also apply that knowledge so that we can get closer to Allah. So there is a lot that I wanted to say, but I am thinking of only mentioning what Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salam had said, how we should perceive ourselves as the followers of Ali Muhammad. When he's talking to Jabir, Jabir bin Yazid Ju'fi, he's talking to him and he says, Jabir says, Qala li ya Jabir, O Jabir, أن يكتفي من ينتحل التشيع أن يقول بحبنا أهل البيت. O Jabir, do you think it is enough that you claim to be our Shia, to be our followers, by making the claim that we love Ahlul Bayt? You think this is sufficient? For Wallahi, an Imam saying, Allah, the Imam is swearing. I mean, if you and I swear, you don't see me swearing, but if I'm trying to assert something, if I'm trying to reiterate something, I would swear and say, I really say, but I swear that this is what I'm saying is right, right? Here, Imam is swearing. For Wallahi, Imam is swearing and saying, Ma shi'atuna illa. It is not our Shia except, and the Imam is describing the traits of the Shias. And the first trait the Imam says, Man ittaqa Allah. You are not our Shia, you are not our followers unless you strive to attain taqwa Allah. You strive to attain God-wariness and God consciousness. That should be our continuous struggle if we want to be the Shias of Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salam. Now this striving of taqwa cannot be without obedience. And so the Imam says, وَمَنِ اتَّقَى اللَّهُ وَأَطَاعَهُ, and he is obedient to Allah. So we need to have taqwa, we need to be obedient to Allah. وَمَا كَانُوا يُعْرَفُونَ إِلَّا بِالتَّوَاضُعِ. And our Shias, O Jabir, they are not known but through their humility. They have to be humble. Shias cannot be proud. Shias cannot be arrogant. They have to show humility. If Allah grants them, if Allah honors them, whether with resources, whether with loved ones, they should show humility. They should be humble. What takhshi'ul, and then they should have khushu. Khushu is the fear of Allah. And then they should be trustworthy, al-amana. They should possess trustworthiness. If a person is a Shia of Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salam, he can be trusted. He does not use his religion to deceive other people, but rather he is the source of reliance upon the community. وَكَثْرَةُ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. Our Shias are not but those who extensively remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They do extensive zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَالصَّوْمِ, and they are the ones who are extensively fasting for the sake of Allah. They are engaged in fasting. وَالْبِرُّ الْوَالِدَيْنِ. Our Shias, their attribute is that they show compassion and love to their parents. If somebody does not show compassion and love to parents, and does not show kindness to parents, and claims to be the Shia, Imam saying he is not my Shia. He cannot be my Shia. My Shias, their quality is that they show birrul walidain. They conduct themselves such that they show compassion, kindness and love to their parents. And then, not only that, they take care of their jiran, min al-fuqara. They even are considerate to their poor neighbors. They do not just ignore neighbors. They do not only focus on their own family, but they are also considerate and compassionate and caring for their neighbors. And then the Imam is talking about aitam. He's talking about that they are not ignorant, or they are not ignoring yatim in the community, the orphans. And then the Imam says, and then they extensively recite Quran. And then they are the ones who are very cautious in holding their speech, except when it is about khair. They just don't keep, talking and judging and smearing and, talking about people. If they talk about people, they only talk in khair. If they open their mouth, then they only open their mouth while they are talking about good for others. Then people are safe from them. These are all, the Imam says these are all the qualities. There are extensive qualities. I don't have much time, but I want to still see how much I can, talk about this, because this is important. In the beginning of the year, my dear sisters, one more resolution, one more New Year resolution. If you do not know, I am informing you that we hold Salatul Jum'ah in this place, and the year is beginning. A lot of you work from home. A lot of you have flexibility of working and shifting your work schedules. We are very particular about containing the time of Salatul Jummah so that everybody can benefit. So please come, because this is the beginning of the year. Make sure that you make it to Salatul Jummah. Bring your children to Salatul Jummah. If you are able to bring your children to Salatul Jummah, please bring your children to Salatul Jummah. This is a hujjah that I am conveying it to you. And a lot of you can make it if you put in a little bit of effort. It's once a week. There are other masajid of the brothers of Ahl Sunnah. They are holding one block, one exit from here, 5 times prayer they are holding. And we should not be struggling, and we should not be asking those who are in the community to come to Salatul Jummah. Alhamdulillah, the numbers are growing, but there is a lot more room for improvement. So definitely, Salatul Jummah, collective worship itself, gives us inspiration, and also the acceptance from Allah's side also is far more greater when we collectively pray Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. I know there are some children talking, but I don't mind children talking. But I do mind when the older brothers are talking, so please don't make me call you out. I will not shy away from doing so. With a loud salawat. So here Imam is talking about these qualities. And then, there is a lot that needs to be said. I'm skipping. There's one more hadith from the Imam that I wanted to talk about. One person comes and he complains that Jo'altu fidaka, O son of Rasulullah. He says, we are being called Rafizi. You have heard this word Rafizi. Again, it is coming in Sham. Suddenly, you hear this word with the turn of events in Sham, and the sectarianism and the sectarian divide is becoming intense because munafiqeen, hypocrites, that is the best tool that they have to divide Muslims amongst themselves. So you see that term coming back again. And even those who care about Palestine do not want to recognize those who are the true defenders in words and action, and who are standing up for the oppressed people in the world. So the same thing was at that time. So they say to our fifth Imam that we are being called Rafizi. It was a derogatory word then, and it is a derogatory word now. However, the Imam is giving the tafsir of who is a Rafizi. And the Imam says, ما هو قال الرافضة فقال أبو جعفر عليه السلام أن 70 رجلا من عسكر فرعون رفضوا فرعون فاتوا موسى عليه السلام. Rafaza means to rebel. Rafazi comes from rebellion. If the root word is Rafaza. So Imam alayhi salam is saying there were 70 men from the army of Firaun who did, what did they do? Rafazu. They rebelled and came to the side of Hazrat Musa. فَلَمْ يَكُنْ فِي قَوْمِ مُوسَى أَحَدٌ أَشَدُّ اجْتِهَادًا وَأَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِحَارُونَ مِنْهُمْ. And there was none in the ummah of Hazrat Musa who was intensely striving and who intensely loved Harun. Who was Harun? Harun was the wasi of Hazrat Musa. فَسَمَّاهُمْ قَوْمُ مُوسَى الرَّافِضَةِ. So the people of Hazrat Musa, the ummah of Hazrat Musa themselves, seeing that those who came from the army of Firaun, but they were exceeding in their striving and in their love for Hazrat Musa and his wasi Hazrat Harun. So the ummah of Hazrat Musa was calling these 70 men Rafizi. They are the rebellious ones. So if it happens in the ummah of Rasulullah, one should not be surprised, because they were associated with the wasi of Hazrat Musa. So for Allah, and then the Imam says, so Allah sent a wahi ta'ala ila Musa alayhi salam and said, an asbit lahum hazal ism. And Allah said to Hazrat Musa, hold on to this name. Do not let this name of Rafizi go away from these 70 loyal companions of Hazrat Musa who intensely loved the wasi of Hazrat Musa, who was Hazrat Harun. And it is being narrated. So what I'm trying to say, my dear and sisters, that those who are the followers of Hazrat Musa, and if they love the wasi of Hazrat Musa, they are called Rafizi. And those who follow Rasulullah and they love intensely the wasi of Rasulullah, they are also called Rafizi. This is what Imam Baqir alayhi salam is saying. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Well, Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salam was the one who was able to establish and crystallize the pure Islam. The narrators or the companions of Imam, they are ones with their names who have narrated 70,000 hadiths. Jabir Jofi, I think he narrated 70,000. Another companion, 50,000. There is a whole list of those. Muhammad bin Muslim, Zurara, Humran, Pisarane Ayun, the sons of Ayun, Ibn Abi Ya'fur, Burayd Ijli, wa Sudayr, Sayrafi, wa A'amash, wa Abu Basir. These are all very known companions of Imam Muhammad Baqir alayhi salam, who extended their support to our sixth Imam. Our fifth Imam himself was the Imam, or his reign as an Imam was about 18 to 20 years. And then at the age of 57, the Imam was martyred. And at the same time, we also find that while this was happening, there were at least 5 rulers that have changed, one after the other, of Bani Umayyah. It was the phase where Bani Umayyah were fading out and everyone would come and rule and conspire, and Bani Abbas were slowly coming up. So we find our fifth Imam alayhi salam ensuring that the pure Islam could be preserved and organized, and it could be imparted to others so that it does not get lost. Because the Aimma were mostly in house arrest. Unless there were students who could go out to spread the message, it would not be possible. So in today's time and age, my dear brothers and sisters, the opportunity that Allah has given to all of us is the same. Had we been limited to the home countries that we were born and raised, Allah made our sustenance in another part of the world where Islam and the pure Islam was gharib, was not known. And we are here, and it is our duty that not only we enhance and equip ourselves with the pure Islam, but are also able to impart this pure Islam to others. That is the role we have to play. If we are barely making it, if we are barely holding on to it, and with all the fake news and the narrative that goes against Islam in the light of all the events that is happening, then it will give a very bleak picture to our children. Let us congregate, let us come together, let us make a promise to ourselves as a New Year resolution that we will take part more in the activities in the community so that we can solidify our iman and we can grow and we can spread the message of peace and justice and equity and the pure Islam, the Islam-e-Nabi Muhammadi. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. In the interest of time, I will concede and conclude and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, tonight is the night of Shab Jummah, night of Barakah, night of Rahmah. We are in the blessed month of Rajab, and we are commemorating, Ya Allah, the birth of your Wali, Ya Allah. The mu'mineen who are here and those who are watching us online, Ya Allah, fulfill their hajat, Ya Allah. We ask you, Allah, to protect life, honor, property and dignity of believers wherever they are. We ask you, Allah, to cure those who are sick in our community. We ask you, Allah, to forgive those who have passed away from our community. We ask you, Allah, to hasten the reappearance of your Hujjah and make us such that your Hujjah will be pleased with us. Please cite Surah Fatiha for all of your marhumeen, especially for the marhumeen of the sponsors and the food sponsors of tonight's program, and also a loved one from my family, Sayyida Musavi, has passed away yesterday, so for her soul also please cite a Surah Fatiha. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ya Rabbil Alameen ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Iyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Allahumma salli. Mutawajjih ziyarat. Brother Haidar al-Sara, come. Ziyarat Waris.
Assalamu alayka ya Rasulullah. Assalamu alayka ya Habibullah. Assalamu alayka ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. Assalamu alayki ya Fatima Sayyidat an-Nisa al-Alamin. Assalamu alayka ya Hasan Mujtaba. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Assalamu alayka ya Ibn Rasulillah. Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليك يا وارث آدم صفوة الله. السلام عليك يا وارث نوح النبي الله. السلام عليك يا وارث إبراهيم خليل الله. السلام عليك يا وارث موسى كليم الله. السلام عليك يا وارث عيسى روح الله. السلام عليك يا وارث محمد حبيب الله. السلام عليك يا وارث أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام. السلام عليك يا ابن محمد المصطفى. السلام عليك يا ابن علي المرتضى. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء. السلام عليك يا ابن خديجة الكبرى. السلام عليك يا ثار الله وابن ثاره والوتر الموتور. أشهد أنك قد أقمت الصلاة